We had in New Haven this year 5 people, and I think at most 2 of them will be appointed principals, and the other 3 will be appointed as assistant principals. This is the most likely outcome, which is fine. We've been sort of happy from the beginning to have a mix, but we do want to make sure that enough, and ideally at least half of our residents every year are going directly into principal positions. And then the final question is really what happens after the residency program. Achievement First is committed to supporting residents in the first year of a principalship in an intensive way. So our program director will continue coaching people probably every other week for that first year of a principalship. But then, we've been thinking a lot about how do we keep this cohort together so that they can continue supporting each other and pushing each other and maintaining the high expectations for each other as they go to visit each other's schools. And then finally, what are the things that the district needs to do, and both in terms of support, but also I think some of the kind of structural changes that Sarah was mentioning that potentially give these leaders who will be going into turnaround situations the flexibility that they may need to move resources or to move people and that sort of thing.
And Paige, what is the process for the position placement after the residency? Do they go through regular hiring, or how do they end up in these principal and AP jobs afterwards?
It's a good question. They are actually in New Haven this year going through the standard hiring process. Now, that process has been changed a bit this year. You can imagine that one of the very happy kind of benefits of doing this kind of work in the district is that we end up learning more about the work that each other does and sharing all sorts of other information outside of the residency program. So one of the things the district has done this year is actually to start interviews, doing interview days that are more similar to the Achievement First model, which is based on a series, first of all, based